Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside kick. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Aller. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Wide open spaces. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
He's loose. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Aller. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second welcome. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. There he goes! And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter will create that explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in
touchdown, Nittany Lions! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires downfield. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Running through contact. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
How about that play about the speed, Mac? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Handoff to the lone back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Allard. Throwing right. Got his man all by himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fights off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to find his man in the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At midfield, he's got room. He'll try to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Moore to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win game.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
an interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Moore to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Ducks are on the move. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Line getting set on second down. They'll move the tight end. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
To the air. It's Aller. Got it in the middle. It's Dinkins. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 35, Oregon 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw. It's Allard. He's got him. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down. Quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced and a freshman.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Singleton. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Moore will throw. Going to try to get it himself. Ball is free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
And the quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Looking to throw it, Stockton. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bump.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. QB draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it down the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. This time it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That throw and catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Really good.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Completes it in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with... Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Release to the back. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him.
It's a seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback adapting. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
When that snow's coming down, it's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. And you could tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Penn.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Kept it loose past the marker. Oh, it's out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to...
And that's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 60. Line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, give on the inside. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. It's a running room. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback. Creates a little space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're dealing with a second and long. The option look. Now the pitch. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Still looking, on the move. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no end.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll immediately call timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll run play action. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He'll start this drive firing. Going up top. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take.
Looking for a huge play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, And it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time.
Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to you.
And the defense, got him at the 27. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. Still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route. really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown tie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. You know when it's snowing, not only is it wet, it's freezing. Your hands are cold. You can barely feel the football, so if you can get to that football, put your hand on it or rip that thing out, a lot of times you can force some of those turnovers. Great job by the defense.
The inside handoff. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The offense coughs it up. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equally, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the upright with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Might be changing the route. First play of the drive wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the fourth quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. To the air. It's Sayin. Grab near the marker is Peoples. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help their offense out.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that is...
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. The dominance on the defensive front reminds me of Jonathan Allen against Mississippi State in 15. Had like 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 solo stops.
And it reminds you of every Alabama defense you watch. This is a...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. With the catch, it's Miller. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
It's complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He's in open space downfield. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
He wants to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Second and 10 from their own one, and they must take care of the football. A quarterback sneak on second down. That's not the most explosive play you can think of. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll be third and long. The quarterback sneak. In that situation, it almost feels like giving up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA. said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And he's still running after the move. sticks. It'll be a first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Bill, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense this season to go. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it along the sideline. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And there was was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Aller. That's caught, it's Ross. He's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Aller. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Steps away. On the move, he fires. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football, incompletion, move on.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass, it's Allard. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Watson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, there There's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
It'll be 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 4th and short, ball right at midfield, but look, I'm going to confess, it at least crossed my mind that they might be trying to draw the defense offside.
I hear you, but you're going for this every time, right?
You have to, because there's no... There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Allen. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Golden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. You used the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The short hands. It's Singleton.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They couldn't get it done with the run, and time is going to expire, and a missed opportunity in the red zone. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The short hands, it's Dinkins. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Looking for room. It's Singleton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds the tight end. The Nittany Lions will keep this drive going.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Allard. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. Oh, what a cut! Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, somewhere...
Gashing the D on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Moss. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Louisville. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. And they're able to get him down.
Penn State 31, Louisville 15.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Right on the money. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked up.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times...
He's got it inside the 30. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism.
Oh, he's
It's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Moss. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big throw.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.